This is NBC5 News at 10 on KOBI.
A newly sparked wildfire is causing trail closures near Crater Lake. Thank you for choosing NBC5 News at 10 on KOBI. I'm Maximus Osborne. Andrea Boyd has the night off. A fire in the northwest corner of Crater Lake National Park is contributing to smoky and potentially hazardous conditions for visitors to the state's only national park. That's going to be our top story tonight at 10. The Middle Fork fire, burning 6 miles west of Pumice Desert and North Entrance Road, was discovered after lightning storms passed through the area earlier this month. South Central Oregon Fire Management Partnership says smoke is affecting visibility, and with 1% containment, the fire is estimated at more than 600 acres. Crews are using minimal impact methods to fight the fire, using existing trails and roads to reach the fire where possible. The Type 3 team in command of the fire requested the assistance of Interagency Incident Management Team 7 in charge of the Diamond Complex.
Today is a shadow day. Shadow day is where our overhead meets with their overhead and we gain that situational awareness. And then tomorrow is the actual transfer of command where we will be taking that Middle Fork fire. So you will see that addition to the complex.
The park is currently still open with no interruption in services, but due to hazardous conditions, Crater Lake National Park issued emergency trail closures for Lightning Springs, Bald Crater, Burt Creek, and the Boundary Springs Trail. And slightly cooler weather over the recent days provided firefighters a bit of a break on the Diamond Complex, though steep terrain and very dry fuels continue to feed the fire's spread. Altogether, the 24 fires burning on the Diamond Lake Ranger District of the Umpqua National Forest totals more than 4,000 acres. The complex is now 3% contained. Yesterday, firefighters shifted focus to the Lamolo fire as it was threatening critical infrastructure in the area. Crews also used specialized material known as aluminized structure wrap to protect the historic pig iron lookout.
We had 2 new starts the other day, the birds and the elephant. Those have been caught at less than an acre each. They are mopped up and in patrol status. The Watson fire in Branch 5, we're fully staffing that at this point. We are able to get them a dozer. So confidence is high that the Watson will at least have line around it by end of shift today.
Northwest Incident Management Team 7 is overseeing fire operations and will hold a question and answer session for the public tomorrow at the Diamond Lake Resort from 10:30 a.m. to noon. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office evacuation notices remain in effect for the Trail, Lamolo, and Pine Bench fires. Up-to-date information on evacuations can be found at dcso.com/evacuations. And firefighters continue to get a handle on the Shelley fire burning in Siskiyou County. The more than 15,000 acre fire has been burning since July 3rd. The fire has seen minimal growth this week and is now 89% contained. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. While most evacuations have been downgraded, evacuation orders remain in place for zones SIS 2200C and D, 2301A and B, and 2203B. For up-to-date evacuation information or to know your evacuation zone, head to the website on your screen. And the knot fire burning on private ODF land is 70% contained. According to the South Central Oregon Fire Management Partnership, the fire burning northeast of Sprague River is just over 1,500 acres in size. As of the latest update, the fire is 100% lined, with crews focusing on mopping up around the fire's edge. Sounds like a good time to bring in NBC5's Chief Meteorologist Matt Jordan for a look at the forecast. Matt, I just talked about a lot of fires. I'm sure that accounts for a lot of the smoke that we've been seeing.
Yeah, and the fire is essentially surrounding our area, not as much exactly in the area, which is a good thing. We've seen less activity from the Shelley fire, a lot of improvement in the Diamond Complex, as you just mentioned. But overall conditions and the fires that are out there, that smoke, that haze, has to go somewhere, and especially late at night into the morning hours. We saw this in the Illinois Valley, the Rogue Valley, pretty much every valley in Jackson, Josephine, and Douglas County, a little bit of Shasta Valley as well in Northern California. That smoke, that haze just kind of settles in the valleys themselves, which are built like a bowl, so that smoke, that haze sits around. And that's exactly what we saw throughout much of the area today. And that's not exactly great. And our conditions, as you mentioned, have cooled down a little bit. That's